When it comes to spotting animals, one of the most effective tools to help you find them is thermal. It'll enhance your own skills to spot things that you wouldn't see with the naked eye and you never find with binoculars. And when it comes to thermal, the best products are from Pulsar, designed and built in Europe, and they're made to last. And when it comes to Pulsar, the most comfortable thermal solution, whether you're using it in the daytime, the night time, or just for a long time, it's got to be some thermal binoculars. Like the Pulsar Mergers, but if you've heard of the Pulsar Merger LRF XP50 and that it's hard to beat, you'd be right. But now you've got a choice: the Merger LRF XP35 or the Merger LRF XP50. So it's dusk now, and that's when these thermal cameras really come into their own. There's a lot in common with both the XP50 and the XP35. For a start, they share the same 640 by 480 17 micron pixel XP sensor for incredible thermal detail, which doesn't need daylight. And these mergers display that image on twin HD AMOLED displays, lasting up to 9 hours on a single charge. So if being able to spot animals or birds is your thing, whether they're concealed by darkness, be that low light or no light at all, or concealed by distance, and we're talking even hundreds of meters, yeah, I can still spot those Canada geese, long after they've disappeared to the naked eye. Even if they're concealed by camouflage or a combination of all of the above, thermal will find them. Like this nightjar catching moths and getting a bit territorial. So far we've seen everything through the new Merger XP35s. So how are they different from the XP50? The first thing to note is the field of view on the XP35 is 30% wider, whereas the XP50 has a 2.5 times base mag that's 20% bigger. Of course, they both digitally zoom to get you closer to the action, up to 16 times for the XP35 or up to 20 times for the XP50. So those nightjars were never further than 150 meters away. Continuing our side-by-side field test an hour after sunset, let's see how they compare at something that's a little closer range. Now that it's properly dark, the bats have come out and we've got them in abundance along the river. Both the XP50 and XP35 have no trouble spotting them with their 50 Hz refresh rate. But if you were surveying these bats, you can see where a wider field of view on the XP35 could be advantageous. The detail is incredible for both mergers. I'd like the punchiness you get with the extra magnification on the XP50, but I'm starting to think the XP35 might have a bigger depth of field in focus, which some may find helpful, it being less focus fussy, and if anything were to emerge on that far bank, it would be clearer. Although it can flatten the XP35's picture, making it trickier to interpret distance. One clever thing these mergers can do to save battery power is turn on when you're looking through the eyepieces and go into standby mode when you're not. You don't need to press any buttons or do anything. It's completely dark now, nothing is visible to the naked eye, but your view through these thermal binoculars is still perfectly clear. We're looking at a field of sheep, spotting at this extended range, 354 meters for that particular sheep, and over 900 meters for that one on the far side of the field. You can easily detect them with both devices, but the XP50 gives a bit more confidence to identify what we've spotted. They do both come equipped with exactly the same laser rangefinder, by the way. Now, as it's pitch black and I need to navigate the woodland and a stream to get back to the car, I'm using the mergers to keep me safe and see what I come across. And I'm rewarded within minutes with a munt jack. It's a little bit tricky controlling the focus on two thermals while I'm on the move. But even through foliage, if there's something there, these thermals will find it. And because you're using binoculars, your eyes will recover much quicker from any night blindness you might suffer compared to what you might encounter with a monocular. A little further along, and I've spotted a small roosting bird, taking care not to disturb it as I navigate closer. A thermal helps you remain unobtrusive. Zoom in on both mergers using the picture-in-picture function. It's amazing what else you'll encounter when you've got a thermal. So that's what the Merger LRF XP35 and Merger LRF XP50 can do. If you're after a wider field of view and a longer depth of field, ideal for surveying and closer range observation, maybe opt for the XP35. If you want a more powerful base magnification to give you more detail and even more confidence in identification, or for observation at longer ranges, then opt for the XP50. If you'd like to see more videos like this, subscribe. Or to find out about either of these brilliant Pulsar Merger thermal binoculars, visit tj-focus.co.uk. I'm Dave from Thomas Jacks. Thanks for watching.